Super coach tabs on my phone at dawn, scrolling through the carnage, what went wrong? Grammar soul is steady, rookies on the rise, mid-prices tempting me, danger in disguise. Big J calling from the couch, mate, check your side. Joe bragging about a loophole, riding that tide, we're trading in our hopes like stocks on a screen, chasing that price rise, living the dream. Woo! We're the center bounds crew, hey! Whistle blows, we're riding it through, from goals and behinds to the last upgrade, greatest game in the world, that's how we're made, from a pig in the guts to the bench warmer blues, every week we're breaking the rules, they fell in our veins, yeah, it's all we do, we're the center bounds crew. Got duds on the park, can't win a hard ball, need a downgrade target, answer that call, possessions piling up, my captain's on fire, vice loop lightning, sparks through the wire, yeah. Trade plan scribbled on the back of a bill, one more sideways move, I swear I'll sit still, but the siren hits Friday, logic is gone, mate, just push and go on. Who you backing in, who you backing in, who you backing in, yeah. Who you letting go, one more risky move, then we steal the show. We're the center bounds crew, hey! Whistle blows, we're riding it through, from goals and behinds to the last upgrade, greatest game in the world, that's how we're made, from a pig in the guts to the bench warmer blues, every week we're breaking the rules, they fell in our veins, yeah, it's all we do, we're the center bounds crew. We're the center bounds crew, oh yeah, the center bounds crew, the center bounds crew, the center bounds crew.
Hey guys, welcome to the Centre Bounce on this round 23. Now, if I had gone back, if I ended up saving all of the Friday or Thursday night shows and put them all together and done like, Big J, how you doing? Round 21, round 22, round 1, heck, round 2, round 3, round 4, round 5. It would have made a pretty cool compilation. Maybe if you guys want to be a bit crazy, we can definitely do that. Yeah, it's been a good day. Hopefully you guys are doing well. We're talking AFL. We're talking AFL finals. We're going to jump on that once the final series starts. We got to finish off my AFLW team. We'll see what happens in terms of players and selections and, hey, who might be a good team to pick or not pick. There's a couple of teams who I think are going to get smashed. Gold Coast being one of them. I think they've got 11 or 12 debutants this week. So that's going to be fun for those guys. Tell you what, Joe will hopefully be on at some point. Yeah, we'll see what's up. Need to finish off my team for AFLW. That's probably the biggest thing for me at the moment. So, yeah, we'll see what's up and we'll figure out what's going on. Do I make major changes? Do I not make major changes? See what's up. What's up, Corey? So many debutants. Yeah, 1,000%, mate. 1,000%. And even in AFL, if we have a quick squeaky look, we have Cochrane is debuting this week. What's his name? Max Beattie is debuting for Hawthorn this week. We've had a few people already, namely from Richmond and Richmond. Tex is gone, and now Dion Prestia is saying, hey, his last game for Richmond is going to be on the weekend. So that's a big one as well. The Dogs are missing a few people. Murphy Reed's out for you guys that own Murphy Reed in Supercoach. Just so many injuries, bro. Like, it is ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. There you go. How you going, Michael? NFL Supercoach open today. Now, this is one thing that I just don't know the players and the teams, man. There's so much Supercoach. Just Supercoach everything. Everything is Supercoach. I have a quick sneaky look. What do we got? Got NRL, EPL, NFL, NBA, NBL, BBL. There's so much. I mean, congrats to the Supercoach people, of course, but damn, there's a lot of Supercoach people. I'm just making my AFL Finals Supercoach team. All right, I'm going to put myself in expert. So, yeah, we'll see how that works. Just eating a banana. Oh. And the only problem with AFL Finals is how do you know which teams are going to be in? Like, we just got to wait. Yeah. Just got to wait. Wait and see. See how we go, and then go from there, really. So, yeah, it's going to be an interesting one, I think. I don't think there's many people who've. I'm just having a bit of a squiz. This is what AFL Finals looks like, and I don't think there's many people who've actually made a team yet, because like Errol Goulden's 54%. Like I think I legitimately think there's probably like 30 people. Maybe not 30 is not the right word, but there definitely is not many who've made a team so far. So week one of the finals are going to be very interesting. We've got one flex, two forwards, one ruck, three mids, two defenders. So it's going to be pretty easy, I think, to pick out a lot of players. Like if I just go like Ashcroft, if I go Nick Dacos, and then throw like a Bontempelli in there, like seems pretty fair, right? I mean, who else? Who else would you pick? Maybe a Max Holmes. I don't think many picking Brayshaw or the likes of Sam Walsh. You got your forward line. If Errol Goulden's not 1,000% owned in the forward line, are you even playing Supercoach? I don't know. And then it's like F2, which makes it a bit of a problem. Who would you pick as F2 for this? If you go like, let's go Zach Bailey just for fun. Probably be Max Hall or something, but just till we wait and see what the matchups are like. And then flex, I want to put Maxi Gorn in here. So who are we going to flex? Like Luke Jackson, maybe? Luke Jackson flex. And then backline is the next one. Kamal is annoying. Well, that's it. It's going to be more annoying because next year he's going to be an inflated price because he's played like 2 games of footy. So that's going to be the sucky thing. Who would you guys pick as backline players? I almost want to go like Tom Stewart. Backline. Well, it's definitely not Jordan Clark. Maybe him and Whitfield potentially. Yeah, maybe we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Play now. Oh no, look. Damn. Go back to my super coach. Gosh darn it. All right, let's do this again. Whitfield, Stewart. We've picked Dacos, Ashcroft, Bont. Maybe I'll get rid of. Maybe we'll even do that. Say stuff you, Luke Jackson. Yeah. We'll see how that goes for round 1. If it's D's versus Dogs, or like Bowie, there you go. Coming first, yeah, it's a fantastic prize for something that you don't have to last for that long. Pretty good. I don't think there's a huge amount of news. We obviously know the teams that are out. So this is my AFLW team at the moment. I have finagled and moved a couple of players around. Forward line, I'm okay with. It's really this position and who I can afford. I don't have a lot of money, which is an issue, obviously. I don't want to necessarily get rid of a Riddell, but I might have to. That's the only issue. If I go someone like her out, Wakfa into flex, and then I go Emerson there. Doesn't give me a lot of money. Riddell out gives me 1.5. We'll go Blackburn in. And then I got 700 and something K. And this is where the Whitford trade would have been fantastic. We don't have it. So, yeah, it's not a great situation to be in. Just have to figure out who I can play and who I can put in and players I can afford in the midfield. There's not many. I like Heath, but she's not too good now. So, yeah, just got to figure out what is up. Definitely in AFLW this year, I think I'm going to play a little bit more matchups. Women's fantasy comp is so hard. I have no idea who. And that's the same with me, Michael. And the game itself is so fluid at the moment. And what I mean by fluid is they're still figuring out like what's happening with a lot of teams, right? So, yeah, it's an interesting time. Interesting time. Where are you? Yeah. Skepper, you reckon? How did big old Skepper go? That's not what I want either. Bloody AFL. So I'd rather do it this way. I'd rather downgrade a player and then grab two guys who are like 700K each if I had to. I'd rather do that and then grab two players. Two players who are there. Do we get the men's team? You get both, Poet. You get both. Both. Both is 1,000% there. So, Paul's just saying here. So, matchups we should be looking for are the Gold Coast and Western Bulldogs. And probably this one as well. You reckon West Coast is going to do well, Causa? Sorry, yeah, West Coast is going to do well. GWS no good. Is that what you're saying? I have enough money to have gone Whitford. It's not fun. It's not fun. Just something to play around with for an extra hour or so. I don't mind the rest of the team. Is Emerson a must-have, Causa, you reckon? Let me know. AFL news from today. Now, I don't know what's going to happen, but I did hear that there's a bit of a North Melbourne at the moment being talked up a little bit in Gettable around Elijah Hollands. And we'll see what happens. But I've heard that an Elijah Hollands trade, there might be a bit of a three-way trade. Dersma to Melbourne, a few other things happening. North potentially getting Wiedering and Hollands. So we'll see. We'll see if that pans out. It's all the rage on big footy at the moment. Shout out if you're watching, fellas. Yeah, trade period's coming up. We'll figure it out as it comes along. Really, a bit of AFL news. Not a lot going on in Supercoach land. Pull up good old Snoopy Coach. Joe will be streaming the AFLW game today. If you guys want to jump on and watch that, he'll be doing that. I think it's going to be a bit of fun. I don't know if he'll be around tomorrow, though. But, yeah, he'll definitely be there. Finals. We want classic. If it decides to load. News. Maybe loaded. Cool. So, we're really just hoping and waiting for a lot of these injuries to come back, really. I've now returned Zach Kostelski to his rightful position. I've now returned Grundy to his rightful position. Hall Kahan, Dirksen in the back line. We're just waiting on Horn Francis to see what happens, really. If Horny Francis doesn't play, then we're in a little bit of bother. But otherwise, we will be okay. And for the first time in a very long time, there is not a Thursday night game. I think it's the only time this year someone will say there's no Thursday night game. So, yeah, it's a bit interesting. Any good news today? Tim English won't be back for a while. Not sure what's happening with Pendlebury this year. Matt Duffy has left. Sidebottom's going to retire. Jared Witts has re-signed. There you go. Prestia, keen to play on. Could totally see him trying to get a job at North Melbourne. We love old farts who, I mean, I think he's a 3-time premiership player. Let me quickly check. You know how we need all that leadership. Cool. Thanks. What does IMDb say? Yeah, like he's a 3-time premiership player, right? Like Dion Prestia. I always like to check out Stats Pro. Dion Prestia. Let's see what it says. What is he rated? So, if you said to me, Big J, Dion Prestia, he's average. Prestia is average. He's 33 going into 34. Very low fantasy score for a good player or a player in a bad team, which doesn't sound out to be very good. I mean, it's not like Harry Sheasel at North Melbourne that the guy's rated elite and everything. I could totally see, I hate to say it, I could totally see North Melbourne being like, hey, we'll see what's up. Yeah. I could see what's up. It's pretty funny. Yeah, it's pretty funny, boys and girls. Dion Prestia at North Melbourne. We'll see what happens. It's very much a Brady pick, and I can't wait for Brady not to be associated with the team. Not sure in the Edmondson pick, but is a must. But for sure, she'll be a good pick. And that's the thing, right? This year's full. If we go back to AFLW for a second, where's my team? This year is definitely full of these kind of players, and this thing where, like myself, I've got 2.7 million. Who do I chuck in? I'm not sure, but it does feel like everyone who I do think of, I'm going to put in, is going to end up being the wrong selection. It's kind of what I'm thinking a little bit. If I really want Blackburn, we'll go Blackburn. If I really want Alice Parker, got $1.3 million. What do I do with 1.3? Who can I afford in the midfield? Not a lot. I can afford Kate Hall, who I do like. Because this game's all about cash gen. That's the main thing. Cash gen, finishing off your team as quickly as you can. I'm not sure. If I go Kate Hoare, I don't have a lot of money. Yeah, something to have a bit of a think about. Ooh, 20 minutes until team sheets, guys. Get your questions in. I think it will end up being a bit of a quick one. Yeah, I think it's going to be a bit of a quick one today. Probably 6:30, and we'll head off. I'm not feeling the best. Yeah, so we're going to go a bit quicker today. Let me know what you guys are thinking, what you guys are going to do for your team. Yeah, there you go. Should be a bit of fun. I always find Supercoach not so much, but AFLW as well. I always feel like, hey, it's always a weird one. I can make a good team, but it's always like three different selections that I have to kind of figure out what I'm going to do with my sides. So looking at Supercoach for today, Petrarca, what a plob. Now, I can't remember how much did I pay for Petrarca. If you guys don't have Petrarca, you've done very well. Trade history, how much did I end up paying for Petrarca? I brought him in at a fairly expensive position, I think. Oh yeah, so I paid 570K for Petrarca. So bad. 570K for Petrarca, and now he's injured. Not injured, but he's just poopy. He's very poopy. Oh, good old Christian Petrarca. I tell you what, guys. Oi. Tipping at the moment hasn't been too good. We'll go through that as the game goes on. Yeah, tipping at the moment, I doing okay in the work tipping, but last week I got 5, and I think it really hurt me because I was trying to catch up to other people who also got 5 or 6. Last week's games, I don't know what it was. So yeah, 5 out of 9 is not a good position to be in. I didn't tip North Melbourne, so okay. For some reason, I tipped Hawthorn against Brisbane. Sure. Melbourne versus Freo. Now, I thought Freo, who are top of the ladder, who basically haven't lost any games all year, I didn't know if they'd come out and have their 3rd loss of the season. Obviously, very close game, but there you go. Swans, Geelong, Adelaide, we all got right, though if you didn't pick at least these 2 versus their respective teams, you're in a bit of trouble. And then GWS, I got wrong. I thought Gold Coast maybe just not going to have that great of a season. And yeah, they came out. I guess GWS, we'll have a look at the tips today and see who they're playing, but their injury concerns are just horrendous. They are in a lot of bother at GWS, and it is not a fun position to be honest. It is not great for them. So yeah, poor GWS. Oh, who do we pick? Hey, Nightfall, what's up, buddy? Best replacement for Naz on any line. We can definitely have a bit of a look. You, kind sir, still have trades. Two weeks left into the season. So Yeah, there you go. 600K. Let's pretend no money's not an option, right? So Nazai can play mid, defender, and that's it, really. Mid and defender. I was going to say you can play forward. Who do I like? So Geelong have basically the best run home across multiple positions. They've just got the best run. Best run home. Let's have a quick squiz. Not the women. We want DVP. So we're looking at designated kickers. If we have a squeeze, Geelong by a substantial amount over the next two games, North and Richmond. So I know we don't talk too much about Tom Stewart, but Tom Stewart could still be great. Melbourne next, Jake Bowie potentially. Sydney next. If you've got a Callum Mills, I'm not sure what their kick-ins have been like, but even a Blakey would be okay. Carlton, not so much. Essendon, not so much. General defender, Melbourne again. So Melbourne defenders are doing quite well. We go wing. So wings. Hawthorn wingers. I don't even know who would be a Hawthorn winger. Ashcroft. I really like Ashcroft. If you do not have Ashcroft, shame on you, Nightfall, and pick Ashcroft. Like, I'm going to go through all of them, at least the ones that are eligible. If you have 20K, if you have the money, go grab Ashcroft instead. I love me some Will Ashcroft. He's going to be an auto lock in my team next year, I think, or close to it, depending on price. The kid just looks fantastic. So, yeah, Will Ashcroft looks very, very good. Goulden looks good too. If we head over to the inside mids, he has definitely stolen some points off Heaney. St Kilda, Melbourne, Geelong, Sydney. So Goulden, I guess, Essendon. Well, this is the big thing, right? So you're playing for matchups more than anything else. No team has a better run than Geelong. No team has really a better run than Sydney. I do like Brisbane, Gold Coast, and Collingwood. I think Ashcroft could go 150 against Gold Coast. Like, he's going to smash them. Collingwood, I don't think they're going to tag him. So, yeah, Ashcroft, Goulden. If you have neither of them, probably pick Ashcroft, but Goulden's 3-round average is pretty high. So Ashcroft is as well. Bailey Smith potentially could work for you over the next 2 weeks. Don't know if he cops a Finn O'Sullivan tag, but at least he plays Richmond next week, which will be, fantastic for him. Port Adelaide also plays Essendon next week. And then Hawthorn, who no one really cares about, plays West Coast. So, yeah, I like those two. Ashcroft or Goulden, if you have them. I don't think there's any defenders with really high ceilings to generally be worried about. Just for the lols, let's check out forwards. No one really going to be there. Geelong, does Geelong give up a lot of points to forwards? I don't know. And then key forwards. Hawthorn, GWS, Sydney, Brisbane. So, yeah, Ashcroft, Goulden are probably my two if I had to pick somebody. Hopefully that helps, mate. Corey, go with your gut. Yo, what's up, Corey? Kobe. What's up, Kobe? Is Joe joining today? To be honest, I think he's potentially on his way. Is he going to beat us before we close? Maybe not. But Joe will be streaming the AFLW game. So, yeah, he'll definitely be on for that. I think he's just running late or just busy. The other day, I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday, poor old Joe stayed at work till about 9:30, 10 o'clock. And he's supposed to finish at 5. So, hard life being a lawyer. He won't get angry at me for saying it, but yeah, it's a hard life, and sometimes you have to stay back insanely late. It's a rough one. So he's told me he'll be on. If he's not on now, well, we'll see. But he's told me he'll be on, and we'll go from there. Really. Kobe as well. For you guys who are members, Joe's going to make up just a quick AFLW members team, and we can talk about like playing through it. We've been playing it as well as part of the stream and stuff like that. If you guys haven't already, see how that hurts us. We do have a Centre Bounce official league. If you guys are interested, we will have some prizes and stuff like that to pop up. We currently have, oh no, but there is a ladder. There you go. We have 75 people on the league. So yeah, we'll do up some prizes and stuff like that. There's obviously only been one game of the season. Good old Brendan has $18 million team. Does anyone else have an $18 million team? Oh, we got a couple. Matt and Centre Bounce Joe has an $18 million team. There you go. Matt's there. And there you go. There you go. Biggest consideration for me this week with my fantasy team really has to be Whitford. It is the big problem. Like, what do I do? She's going to be so bloody expensive. Good old Whitford. Comes out. Her ownership actually went down, so maybe there's a few more people playing AFLW. Yeah, came out cheeky 102, valued at what, just over 650k. She's done similar things at previous clubs before and has moved to Carlton. So you probably think she'd be hitting 800k next week. Yeah, we'll see what's up. In terms of trying to bring her in, be around 750. Oh, there you go. Thanks, Causa. And it's funny because of Laura Gardner being a test. I kind of went from having 4 big players to now having 3 to now being like, hey, potentially I only have 2. So it's not a lot of fun. Who's the one that you said would be good to have? Skepper. How much is Skepper? $370. It's just too much. It's just too much. Okay, cool. Done. Yeah, I was going to say. Those 2 games. Just a whole bunch of names I don't even know. I think that's the problem with AFLW at the moment. It's a bit rough. Hey, Big J, what's up, Tog Supercoach? Do you mind sending that league code in the chat? We can definitely do that. Is that the same thing? No, that's different. Hopefully Hopefully that helps. That is the league code, everybody. KU6MRGFW. League code. Chuck it in. If you guys want to join the league, hoping to get about 100 people. We'll see. We'll see what's up. Max Hall in this week. Well, depends, right? So we had DFS up for Max Hall, general forward, if he's playing the role. Who are they playing? St Kilda, not so good at getting on. So this is the thing, right? I think this is lying. So general forward, which means your Max Halls, typically for myself at least, which is your Zach Bailey types, those running defenders, yeah. I half think, hey, Richmond's going to be a bloody fantastic matchup. Like, they are just in the toilet. They're waiting for the season to be over, similar to whoever's playing Essendon. They're just going to be a bloody fantastic matchup. It's going to be the same thing. So, yeah, a little bit wary. If he plays inside mid, St Kilda have second best run finter. I like Max Hall. I like Max Hall. I think he's great. I do. I think he's good. Is he top tier? Probably not. We were talking about Ashcroft, talking about Goulden having really good runs. But the next two, Max Hall's not bad. How's he been scoring? He might be a selection. If he gets DPP for me next year and St Kilda have a favourable run, I might pick him. Yeah, I don't mind it. 2-run average of what, 130-ish. Plays Richmond. Yeah, I like Max Hall. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Probably not captaincy. Like, if I had to pick captains for this week, Max Gawn versus Port Adelaide, maybe not. If I had a good St Kilda player, I would probably pick someone from St Kilda, though Naz is out injured, so we'll see. Always run off our traditional who plays North, who plays West Coast, who plays Richmond, and who plays who's number 4? Essendon, number 4. So, yeah. Though the matchups are a little bit wonky at the moment. I think Will Ashcroft is going to go bananas. I really like Will Ashcroft. I think if you had Goulden, yeah, and as I say that, causes like, for me, it's Ashcroft and Goulden. Easy, set and done. I think so. The way to go. I think, yeah, if I don't have those two, which is the state of my team at the moment, it's not too great. I'm going to go Luke Jackson VC, just for fun. Bit of Luke Jackson VC. Luke Jackson into Callahan. Luke Jackson into I would go Nick Dacos, but I wonder if he's going to cop a tag. I don't have any Brisbane. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. What do you reckon? Well, I have 2, right? I have 2. Probably have 3, but I have 2. So first one, obviously, the Clayton Oliver round 1 trade set me on a downhill spiral, which I just didn't recover. The main one probably for me is it's twofold. So it's analyze the system a little bit better. Actually, let's make it straight 3. So first one, don't trade Clayton Oliver round 1. Cool. Easy. Easy. Doesn't matter. Easy fix. The second one is a bit of a 2-parter. And I think next year it's going to be different because tell me if I'm wrong, yeah, but I have a feeling that maybe they're not going to have the early buy rounds anymore from memory. So no more early buys next year. But what really hurt me this year was not even the Clayton Oliver out. It was actually having so many players out in the early buy rounds and bad players in the early buy rounds. Players who, like, I just didn't think, hey, could be a selection, or I tried to play the game a little bit too much. Maybe I didn't try and analyze the stuff enough and ended up picking the wrong type of players. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it was a real tricky one for me. I remember if we look back at, let's say, let's start from the start, right? If I look back on round 2, does it say who had the buy round? Yeah. So I didn't have any Brisbanes, but I had 2 Carltons. And then I had Nick Dacos. Or at least 1 Carlton. I think I had like 3 or 4 players out that week. And then if we look to round 3, I had no Bontempelli, but we had Goulden. I think I might have had Tuke Miller and Petrarca out that week as well. Some people in the back line and stuff. So there's another few players out. Round 4, I definitely had a couple of GWS players and maybe Nazaya as my other one. So just kind of hurting yourself to the point where, hey, because these players, yes, maybe I've got a price rise out of them, which in hindsight didn't really matter because I've got to keep them for the whole year. Yeah, like it just doesn't matter. But yeah, it was really tough to try and get myself to come back from that because these are weeks where the cash gen this year's been insane. Yeah, like the cash gen's been bloody fantastic. But these are years when, these are weeks when I'm potentially down 400 points on people. And how am I going to catch back up? Like I just can't because everyone's at the same level then. I think that's one thing. And I think the second thing is never overpay for players. I don't mind overpaying for a Nick Dacos at the start of the season if he's got a favourable run. Bontempelli, if you had him for the first 3 or so weeks of Bontempelli, we will get into team sheets right now, but just as an example, right? If you had Bontempelli for the first 3 weeks, you were laughing compared to everyone else. Like 700K, who cares? 160, 141. People were laughing, right? Weeks 5 and 6, not so much, but then people grabbed him after that. Cool. Don't overpay for players throughout the year. Like 700K almost for a Brodie Grundy. Similar thing for Tristan Cherry, who we traded in and traded out. Max Gawn, okay, cool. But everyone who I've somewhat overpaid for hasn't really turned out to be that kind of player. And I think that's really hurt a lot. As I've just been spoiled by good old Causa, let's check out the team sheets and we'll do our tips. Where's the tips? 1 tips, 2 tips. There we go. It is Sherry and Pierce in, McVee and Murphy Reed out. Borlace, Nankervis, Fogarty, McAndrews back. Saligo and Toby Murray. Neil Bullen, Walker, O'Brien, Archie Ludovic, Dowling, and Oscar Ryan out. We are going to pick Freo this week. No Tex Walker, I think, will hurt them a tiny bit. Let's go to round 23. Freo, a lot of people have grabbed Freo. Let's do that. It is Richmond versus St Kilda. Let's get rid of you. Armstrong and Trainer in. Ryan and Sonzi out. Hasty, Butler, Jack McRae. There you go. Toby Trevellia, Alex Taru in. Mason Wood, Nazaya, Caminiti, Clark, and Ryan out. We are going to go for St Kilda. I almost said Richmond. I just don't think you can really do much against Richmond at the moment, Nazaya or no Nazaya. I do think, though, that for some reason I picked up Brad Hill, and I think Brad Hill is going to be okay again this week. We'll see. Fingers crossed, anyway. It is there you go. Look at that. North Melbourne versus Geelong. It is Paddy Dangerfield, Mitch Edwards in. Of course, Dangerfield. Of course. Like a game that you think, hey, maybe he's not going to play. Maybe North has a chance. Dangerfield. Let's throw the Dangerfield at him. DeConning and Jack Martin out. I think we're going to pick Geelong. This week. It is Brisbane versus Gold Coast. No changes for Brisbane. So there you go. Collins and Bo Andersall in. Zeke Hewland and Jai Farah out. We are going to pick Brisbane this week. And I have seen some people who are not too happy about a certain the Doggies player playing Carlton. So we'll see how that works out in a couple of minutes. Collingwood versus Hawthorn. Beatty, Bailey McDonald in. Sam Butler, Ned Reeves out. Beatty debut, as we were saying. Jordan DeGoey, Pendlebury, Sullivan, Harvey Harrison in. No, so Harvey Harrison out, Sullivan out, DeGoey and Pendlebury in. Who to pick? I'm going to pick the Pies. Let's pick the Pies. Oh, look at that. Georgiades, Joe Richards, Bamat, former North Melbourne VFL player. Lockie Jones in, Will Lorenz, Mead, Moraes, and Darcy Byrne-Jones out. No changes for Melbourne, which makes things interesting because it's Sweet versus Max Scorn. So maybe we've unlocked a player for us as a potential captain. Horn Francis is there, named in the centre square. So even though he had some ankle injuries, he should be okay. Hopefully North Melbourne are not going after Todd Marshall. I'll be very sad. We'll see. But we are going to pick Melbourne. Port with the injuries just been not fun. Heading over to Sunday's game, so extended bench. Stone, Jack O, Toby McMullen, McMuffin, Tody Angrove, Jake Riccardi in, O'Halloran and Laverde out, Flynn, Davis, Schellenberg in. So I can imagine these guys probably don't even play. They might not even play. I think you have to go GWS, yeah. Like, you know what? I'm going to pick West Coast. West Coast for Big J. Marcus. Marcus, there you go. McNeil, Kennedy, Buslinger, Baker, Emmett, McLaughlin, Carmichael. In English, Bontempelli, Caulfield out. Carmichael is debuting with 2 weeks to go for the season. The guy that hasn't played for like 2 years, hasn't been in our team. Oh, shit. There's another player out from us. Big J's not going to have 23 playing this week. I think I've got a donut for the first time in the season. Wiedering, Einson is in, Jordan Boyd in. I don't think Einson will play. Though if Einson does play, that is going to be fantastic for my stuff. I'm going to pick Carlton. I think the Bontempelli out really, really hurts. And heading over to Essendon and Sydney, not that it matters too much, but Blackiston, Bryan, Harry Jones, Sardis, Clark in. Zach Johnson, the one Sam Durham that I knew had been playing with somewhat of an injury, but has not been named. So there you go. We'll wait for the Blues, but he's gone. Big J is running a donut this week. I avoided it all season unless I can do some finagling, which I don't think I can with my team. For once, I have been hit by the donut. Not that it matters. I'm ranked like 25k, but yeah, it's not fun. Rampy, Grundy's back. Congratulations on the baby. Caden Cleary, and Sheldrick in. Lewis Melican omitted. So we are going to pick Sydney. I think you're a bit dumb if you don't pick Sydney, especially now because their best mid is no longer playing. Cool. That is that done. Let's check out the AFLW because that's another one we have to have a look at now. And we'll see if there's been anyone there. Well, I've pretty much tipped all the favourites. Fair enough. St Kilda fans meeting down on the socials saying the Dogs are throwing the game. But potentially. I think the Doggies have secured their spot in the team now. And it's really just a case of, hey, they need to get their good players rested. I think that's probably what more of it is. To be honest, Annie, there you go. Annie, I don't know about that picture, mate. I feel like that picture's a bit, hey, how you going? All right, North Melbourne versus Geelong. I wish they had ins and outs on here, but they don't because AFLW want to be different, I guess. Is it in here? I just want like team lineups. I don't want this shit. Alrighty. No, I guess not. I guess not. Kilpatrick, Friswell, McDonald, Bowen. Where is Bowen? I'm not playing. Oh, Bowen's on the bench. Not sure if we need to read too much into that. Yeah. Poppy Dunlop is rucking. North Melbourne, Birch, Ferguson, Shannon. Mahoney is in the back line this week. O'Shea should do quite well. Britton, King, Craven, O'Loughlin, Wall, Eddie. Bogue is in the forward line. Riddell, Garner. Yeah, cool. Good old North Melbourne. Geelong, Richmond. Is Greaves. Greaves named as a follower. Yasser. So this is where we start to have a look at it, yeah? So if we have a look at our team, we start to flip up and have a bit of a look. I've got too many tabs open, boys. So good old Yasser is named in on field in the followers. So good player. I guess they haven't announced. Oh no, have announced. Cool. We've got a couple of changes we've got to make to the team. It's looking like now. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. We just have to figure out the Melbourne side. Brown may not play. Not a fan of that. Tani White is playing. Patterson is playing. Brewer is playing. Yeah. I think so too, Corey. Potentially. I could have 20 playing this week. I've kind of given up anyway. It's okay. Hetherington, Cronin, Carbone. Trengrove is there in the forward line. So is Breed. Schleister is there. Centra's playing because I know she had a bit of a thing. Remos, Smith. We got Tony. So I think I'm okay in terms of those players. Bound, we have to have a look at. Maybe it's Sunday teams, but Slocum and at least Stubbs is not playing. So Stubbs, you got to go, mate. And then we'll bust through and we'll see the rest. Alrighty. Daisy Darcy is playing in the back line. Single is there. Harris names the half forward. There you go. Usher in there as well. Obviously, players can rotate. Hatchard, row bottom should be a nice team up. Lappin is there as well. So we've got, where's Lappin? Barwin's named, Quigley's named, and then Yasser's named in the forward line. Doggies. So LaFoley, Kimber, Fitzgerald is there. Jazzy Smith is there. Pritchard, Blackburn. So this is the ones that we have to be a bit careful of, or potentially not owning. I think Edmonds. Where are you, Edmonds? If I go here, I go. How much is Ed? She's very expensive. Oh, ding-a-ling-a-ling. Look who it is. It's Joe, everybody. Say everyone, hey, Joe.
Hello, puppets. How are you, everybody? Hope you're doing well. And you had a nice Thursday, and it wasn't too long and tiring and cumbersome like mine. But I hope that you're all having a wonderful time and looking forward to another weekend of footy. No Thursday night men's football, believe it or not, but there is the ladies. What time does that game start, Big J?
In 40 minutes.
Oh, well, I arrive home in 41 minutes. What? This is a really early start. What?
Yeah, it's like 7:15.
Why? Do the girls have early bedtime or something?
Apparently so, Joe. There's a couple of players who may or may not play. from various teams. The likes of Pritchard and Blackburn are named as followers, which is what we were thinking. Stubbs and stuff hasn't been named. It's an interesting one, I think. Just have to try and analyze it. We've got to kind of make a bit of a team, and we'll see what's up. But yeah.
Are they on extended team sheets?
Like a Stubbs, you mean?
Yeah. Or are they not named at all, plain and simple?
No, a couple of them are named, but no, I think Stubbs is just plain old not named because she's playing. No Stubbs this week. She's an emergency, so you got to go.
Well, that's why you got to make sure. What about Coucher?
Roberts and Thomas are named as followers for West Coast, so that should be very interesting. I don't even know how like legit these team sheets are. Let's be honest. Wakfa is what? What? Surely not. Yasser is named. Yeah, yes. Yasser. Yasser's named as a mid for Richmond, so that's cool.
Woohoo!
Yeah. They've got two Wakfas, and I don't even know which Wakfa is the right Wakfa on the AFL. The L Wakfa. Z is playing in the back line. L is the ruckman. Which one is the L? All right, cool.
Yeah. So you know what I say about team sheets, right? I wipe my butt with team sheets just because someone says that they're...
with the women's teams, definitely, yeah. With the women's game. So we'll have a look on Friday, guys, and we'll have a look. Definitely. Nat Grider mentioned Marlo Graham as someone to watch last week. Fair enough. There we go. Are you joshing me? What's up? Yeah, Joe, have you seen
Well, there's men's team sheets. Have you done the men's team sheets yet?
Yeah, we just did it.
Apparently the Bond's not playing this week.
Yeah, he's out. Oh, Marlo Graham. All right, not Milo, Marlo. Yeah, we've got some absolute carnage this week, Joe. There's quite a few people in Supercoach land. No one from Freo and Adelaide. McAndrew's playing. No one from Richmond St Kilda. Obviously, Naz is out. Dangerfield is back. DeConning and Jack Martin aren't playing. Collins and Aspinall are in from Gold Coast. Jordan DeGoey and Pendles are back versus Hawthorn. I've tipped Collingwood to win.
To beat the Hawks?
Yeah, why not?
Nah, I'm going Hawthorn for sure.
Fair enough. Georgiades and Joe Richards are back for Port. So those people that have got Joe Richards, congratulations. Horn Francis is playing. The Sunday games are a bit hectic. So no Bontempelli this week. Tim English is obviously out. Waitering Jack Einson and Boyd potentially in. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. And then your boys, Joe. So Grundy's back. Congratulations. But one Sam Durham is not playing. So
we're so screwed.
Not congratulations. So
we are so screwed. Oh boy.
Yeah, it's a bit rough, eh?
This one's going to be. We've managed to avoid a triple-digit loss this year, but I think this might be the week it happens. We flirted close with triple digits. I mean, we've had a 93 and a 90 points, but oh boy, no Durham, and then they have Grundy back. Woo-hoo, that's a double whammy if I've ever seen one. Oh boy, but
there's a few players. So Whitford killed us in AFLW for not holding her through the position. There's a few players who may offer some value for you guys, at least for right now. Yasser, you kind of have to have in your forward line. Greaves, another one, who've both been named as followers. Let's have a bit of a sneak.
I sent you a text message of a community team that I chucked together before I got in the car. I didn't even mean it, but it's $0 team. I didn't even try to do it, and it came out as a $0 team. So
well, maybe that's the way to go then. Maybe that's
is Gardner named? Is Gardner named?
The Sydney one.
Yeah.
Let's have a quiz. No. Nah, no Gardner this week. Boys and girls, no Gardner. Zippy Fish is named. Zippy Fish is named. But no Gardner. Gardner is... Oh, no, she is. Laura Gardner, 31. No, she is. Sorry. My mistake. She's playing. So, yeah, there you go. Just as a couple of options potentially to give you some money and some on-field scoring, we did miss out on Whitford. Greaves and Yasser could be options for you. I quite like Blackburn. I think Blackburn's pretty good. I've just had a bit of a look. I don't think there's anyone from Essendon. I feel like the ownership for Bonnie Toogood, Joe, is very low. She's very low in ownership, but hopefully she'll be fine. Williamson is another one that we'll have to have a quick squeeze and see how she went in the pre-season. Let's have a look.
Well, love a good pod. I think the community team I made might have too good in there.
Well, there you go.
No Zippy Fish though.
I think you can wait. You can wait for Fish.
And I had Whitford, by the way. So don't say we, just say me. I have Whitford, and I'm a very happy Whitford owner.
Big J missed out on Whitford. Is Lauren Young a must-have? Look, I think so. Yes. I think for how good she is, she like Window were early draft picks a couple of years ago when Port came into the league, and perpetually just kept getting injured weaker, like in various points of the season. So I think she's okay now. She popped out like a 90 odd in the preseason. I think she's pretty easy not to miss at that price. Slogum, Joe, is not playing as well, so there's another one that potentially we're missing. In the forward line.
That's fine.
So, yeah, I might have to move Barwin into that position and then maybe grab another Primo or something and just have like Lappin or Quigley on field. Let's see. Anyone else? Charlton is one. Charlton's named on field. Slogum is apparently. What am I talking about then? Okay, yeah, cool. Sorry, cool. You are correct. Don't listen to Big J. We'll have a look. Malloy's there. Maloney's there. Gardner's playing. Hopefully not owning her doesn't bite me in the butt. Strom McCarthy there. Gabby Newton is named as number one follower. I don't think Gabby Newton's going to ruck over Strom, but that's okay. Port's there. Lamb, Woodland. Woodland is one who's looking very, very good. Lauren Young named in the forward line, but she can be fine. Yeah, you can pick Window. I love Window. Pick. Oh, no, don't pick. Sorry, Window's injured. Don't pick Window. She's injured. I don't think she's named.
Shut the window.
Yeah, no Window. Window's not named. She's injured. GWS, Parker's named smack back in the middle. Lucas Rod in the forward line. If any of you guys have Lucas Rod, probably time to get rid of him. Beeson.
You never should have picked her anyway, based on the preseason where she was playing.
Yep. And then West Coast. So West Coast, Roberts and Thomas named in the
midfield
forward line. Named in the midfield. I may look at bringing in Lauren Wackfa. How did she go in the last game? Has her scores been okay? She's named as
not
well.
Sure.
1% ownership. How's she been in the past? Not that great. James, you guys lost me in AFLW, mate. That's okay. It's an acquired taste. It's a really good game. Free flowing, super quick. You're obviously not expected to like dominate the game, but yeah, not for everybody, but that's okay. Fine, mate. Don't need to worry. Where's Emerson playing for? Wait, cool. Easy. Joe, I said we're probably going to pick who around her price. Let's check it out. So 500K in the midfield. There's not a lot, is there?
500K in the midfield.
Yeah, there's not a lot.
Why would you want 500K in the midfield?
Because that's all you got. I like Greaves and Charlton, Blue Iris, really, really good. They're a little bit cheaper. You should just be aiming probably to get Whitford next week at about 750. So if you can get someone who's just going to go up a little bit in money and then just do a trade to get Whitford next week, you should be okay. Let's have a bit of a look. Williamson is playing Brisbane midfield. Anyone from like in North Melbourne? Jazzy Smith is playing in the wing. Centra is playing. If you want to grab someone else, Centra is playing. She's a little bit more expensive, but potentially you can grab her. Where's Breed playing?
Probably as a forward.
Yeah, Breed in the forward line. Maybe even go cheaper and just grab a rookie if you want to do that. Boris, maybe do that. Causa Joe has 5 premiums again out this week. Millera, Reed, Naz, Callahan, and Bont. There you go.
Yikes. Yeah, I got Bont and Callahan out. I don't have Nas or
I have 3.
or Miller.
This is my first week of the season that I've had a donut. I'm not happy.
I had a donut last week because of Grundy out, and I don't have any defensive coverage. Oh, I've also got the freaking the fraud. Darcy Byrne-Jones suspended as well, so I do have 3 out this week again. Got the fake primo out.
That's it, mate. That's it. Yeah, Bates could be fun too. I think they're going to have a bit of a smashing tonight. So, yeah, Gardner's extended bench. There you go. Interesting that Newton stole the ruck. She hasn't stolen the ruck row. She's fine. You're fine. Yeah, you're all good. You're good to go. You, sir, are all good to go. Do we think Durskin gets dropped for Wiedering this week? Also, don't have a loop. Thoughts on playing Anand or HHK? I think I quite like Hall Kahan. I think it's another week where Miller is not in the team. Have a quick squeeze. Like I'm expecting Richmond to get smashed. So in that respect, you could pick Anand just for fun. because you know the ball's going to be down there. Where are Adelaide? Like, this doesn't feel like a good week to play Worrell, because they've got more guys back in the back line. Like, there's less ball for Worrell, which makes me a bit sad because I'm a Worrell owner. Paul Khan, where are you? Excuse me. Full forward. Yeah, don't pick Hall Kahan. I mean, he won't play full forward, but his name's at full forward, so probably not. Maybe in the end. Maybe Nan's better. Yeah. Thanks. There you go. Joe, it is 6:50. The game's going to start soon. Any final words before we head off?
Hope you all have a wonderful Thursday night. If you have any women playing tonight in your teams, I hope they go really well and smash it for you. If you don't have an AFLW team, still check the game out. You will be surprised. You will be surprised at the caliber of the contest. It has certainly improved. It is improving constantly every single year. It was actually a fun watch last week, watching Carlton and the Saints. So check it out again tonight and give it a chance. This is also a really good way for you to learn the players' names, and they are becoming more and more professional as time goes on, which is truly a wonderful thing to see. So give it a chance, guys, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.
And if you really get stuck, you just pick North Melbourne players, because they haven't lost for 2 years.
True that.
If you really get stuck, you just pick North Melbourne players. Guys, we'll be back tomorrow at 5:30 for the final team sheets across both formats. 2 more weeks of Supercoach, AFLW, trade news, everything else happening, because here at the Centre Bounce, we do the hard work, so you guys don't have to. Shout out to the people watching on Twitter. Shout out to the people watching on YouTube. Yeah, we'll catch you tomorrow.
Bye.